Okay, I am MK Scrapper UK. Thank you for joining me in another video. And we're going to start off with a Dell. And so look at the inside, we've got that's already right off. No screen in here. Nice Addy back plate though. So we will get that out in a second. Okay, as we can see on the inside, we got no keyboard. Got a light button board there. Some lead hinges, and on the back, as you can see, no RAM here, hard drive. I think that's a metal plate, but it does sound empty. We do have an IC chip here, and that's about it. Alright, I'm going to take off all the screws and I'll get back to you in 1 second. Okay, our screws are off the bottom. Let's remove this. Yeah, I think that's Addy. We need to still test it with a magnet. Let's remove this heat sink. There we go. So we've got a copper there. Goes through the heat sink, and there'll be a little square plate here. Let's just see if we can manipulate it off now. There you go, see? Nice and easy. So that's that part of it. We still have to get these fins off, but you can put these in Addy rads if your scrapyard takes them like that. Copper Addy rads, sorry. Waste the hard bit, just grab it and bend it a little bit. It broke then. If you can. Might have to do that later. Yep, we're gonna have to come back and do that later. That's okay, I'll put it in there for now. Right. Oh, and we got a chip there. Let's get that out. Alright, another Intel chip. This one is an 04. And this one, I don't think I said the make, is a PP19L. So the screen was a little bit smaller on these ones compared to the other ones that I've done before. And a little harder to get. So okay, so that's that side. Okay, we're on the front and I've got rid of all the screws. So let's start with the hinges. So these are lead based hinges. We still got a bit of metal to take off here, but I'll take that off later, probably off camera. Ribbon wire here. There you go, that's off. And our button and LED board, and that's just going to be stuck down. Can I lift it off? It's glued down, so oh, put me a bit. That looks like it's got some gold flashing on there, so we got lucky with that little bit there, so we can get a little bit more out of that than we usually would. And we should now be able to take this off. That's a bit loose there, let's get that. That feels like Addy, needs to be tested. Feels like I'm still caught. Hold on. Where am I caught? Right there. Unbelievable. Okay. And actually, there. finally free. So this is the top palm base, and this is all out of here. It does have some steel lugs which you have to take off, unless you put it in as a dirty alley iron or whatever. We got our gold fingers on this ribbon. Irony alley, that's what I was thinking. Oh, I'm terrible. There we go. And since I am here, I'm going to unscrew these and rip this up. Yeah. Okay, that's the screws. So let's just, there we go. I've still got to unscrew that bit, but so we've just got to manipulate it. Find the right piece where to rip it up. So we don't cut ourselves terribly. There we go. And that's it. There we go. That's our A sheet. Right, now I'm just gonna get these brass lugs out. Okay, I've removed the brass lugs from that side, and I can't see anything on that side. Recycling. Okay, so now I've still got to get all the screws out the top here, and we'll get the screws off the top of this bit, and we'll move on. Okay, I think I've got all the screws there, so let's start with this bit. We have a button board. I can't see if them pins are gold, they are. Okay, so we got some gold pins there, and this is just your standard button board. Okay, this should also be a button board. It's a bit laptopy, so maybe this mylar will give us some silver recovery. Yep. Can't guarantee, of course, but we'll stick it with it anyway. So that will go with our keyboards and alley housing. Okay. And another piece of alley sheet with some steel lugs in it. Okay, so we have gold flashing on this side, which is a good sign for the other side. If you could get it off to see. I can't get it off to see, we've never got any nails. Oh yeah. I like them when they're like that. You don't have to get green solder mass off. You just got to get this glue off. Okay, so that's that. Now, can we just lift this? We can. Okay, it's heavy. Why is that so heavy? Fan. Fan dragging it down there. Okay. And I can see some screws here, actually, so they're holding something on the other side. Got some wire there. Okay, no chips I can take off. We've got the IC chips, the pins, the MLCCs. Okay, I'm going to have to take them screws off. Give me 1 second. Okay, we should be able to take this up now. Yeah, and we got some brass lugs there. I have to rip them off. This feels soft like Ali, but I don't think it is. We'll have to check it. And there you go. So, bit of brass come off then. As you can see, IC chips, gold pins, 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 gold corner chip. That's the main thing everyone wants. And yeah, that's ready for the oven. Now, looked like it was going to rip right through the back then, didn't it? And it has. There we go. Little copper motor there. I don't need the rest of this. I'll take off that plate. I'll have to test that. Rubbish. Got speakers here. So I'll just cut off the wire or rip it off. The wire goes with the wire. Speakers do not get a lot of copper. There you go. That's it. That's all I'm taking out. Tiny, tiny, tiny little bit of copper around there. So I'm happy to stick these in the microwave. There's still some metal in there and a little bit of wire and stuff. Okay, that's our motor. Like I said, we want rip the wire off that there. Cut that pin off. Okay. These are our wireless wires. Okay, what we got here, little board here. This doesn't look like it's offering me anything. I can't see in there, so can't say. Pins all along there. Okay, can we just lift this? I don't think we can. Yes, we can. Okay, so thread our wires through here. Gold tips, and the rest is just wire. Alright, so what's this? Plasticky tinny, is it? Yeah, stuff's a pain. Okay, so I can just get the brass out of here, and that's this half of it done. Okay, so that's the base done there. Now we can come back to the lid. And as I say, I just in from the centre. See, it's come off intact. You could sell that, you know. It's a shame. Okay, so I've got a couple of screws to take off. Am I cut there? I don't think I am. Okay. Let me just take these screws off. There's only two. One and two. Okay, now again, let's manipulate these sides off. It's just heat soldered down and melted onto the plastic, so it's not terribly hard. Okay, right, free. Put it there. Okay, so got the gold plugs on the end there, the gold tips. That didn't come off very well. I have to cut that short. And again, just try and rip that off there. There we go. Same with the other one here. There we go. So wire, so I'll gold plug off the end. And that's some Ali sheet, which is pretty clean, to be fair. And then this is just plastic, I don't need, got a spring there. So now I will get these out here, and that'll be it. Okay, that's that one done. Okay, here we have an E-Machines, which I actually quite like this one, but it's old. No screen here. I could easily put a screen in there. It was designed for Windows XP. So the hard drive is an old IDE one. Goes in there, but I could never find a hard drive caddy for it or cover. So unfortunately this has just never been 100% fixable because I couldn't find the parts, and now it's pretty much obsolete. So anyway, there it is. As you can see, there was no webcam in this one, so that's how old it is. E-Machines M5122, and like I say, it's just a funny hard drive caddy. I could never find it. Anyway, let's remove the screws and get in there. Well, that's the screws out the top. Strip off these gold connectors. Turn it back over. Alright, let's get straight on it. Nothing on there I want, it's just plastic waste. More waste. Okay, so the as you can see, I couldn't unscrew that there for a minute. It's okay though. Silver recovery and some alley recovery. Alright, so let's undo some more screws and I'll be back to you in a minute. Okay, that's most of the screws off that I can see at the minute. Okay, this is the cooling fan. Got a strip of copper here. Some copper underneath there. The rest is alley. We'll sort that out in a bit. This alley strip here. Don't have a flathead on me at the minute. Let's see if we can wedge it up. There we go. Bit of extruded alley. Oh, there you go, that broke. There's a light inverter there. That's just like an IC chip, a couple of MLCCs and some copper here. Gold pins on our main ribbon. Just the one, maybe two. Maybe that one as well. Alright, the lid, this should just rip off now. Or not. Unfortunately, the catch is broke. So, right, there we go. So as you can see there, we've got a couple left. I'll get these out. So we'll just get this pin one here. There we go. That's one. Oh, and two. Excellent. Tiny little bit of brass. No, it's not a lot. There you go. Okay, chip. Ah, it's another Intel. 2003. I think that's 96 chips now. Let's get our wireless wire off here. Okay, bit of wire there. Now, these hinges should lift out unless I've got a screw in the top. I do. So for these, there was a screw in the bottom, screw in the back, and a screw in the top. So come on. Oh, this one's off. And you know what? The catch is broken underneath in this corner. So I'm going to have to put it up, hold it underneath. And get it off. Give me a second. Okay, I'm off at the top. Let's just see if we can zoom in a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, there's the lugs, and they've just snapped out of their housing in the bottom. So you know, you just can't unscrew it. Right, I'll get that off now. Okay, so we managed to free the bottom from the lid. This is more of that zinc. I believe it's zinc anyway. Some sort of graphite. don't know, at the scrapyard. I'm pretty sure that's Somali. So little mouse pads. But this bit is buttons and LEDs. Not a lot there. Right. There we go, it's a good sign. Should be golden under that green mass. Yeah, it is. Excellent. See, one chip on the bottom of that one. All right. So I've got some brass fittings in the top here and a load of brass fittings in the bottom. I'm going to remove them. Okay, so finally got that off there. So the end of these hinges is lead again. So we're going to have to separate that after. Tin shred here. That's the top. That's all plastic waste now. Right, let's see what we got in here. A couple of loose screws. Bit of RAM. 256. Not much good these days. Alright, so we've got CD, DVD, rewriter. That's okay, actually. I've got loads of screws to undo. Hold on. Okay, let's start again. Let's, am I still screwed in? Damn it. There we go, right. I think I snapped that one there. Never mind. I've still got one more screw to do. Right, that's that plastic. Okay, so what can we get off? Plastic waste. Oh my god. Another screw here. Little card here. Well, we got two tiny little chips, MLCCCs, a couple of connectors, but I don't think they're gold pins in that connector. Not a lot in that little board. Okay, got that. Let's remove the CD DVD rewriter. It's actually in good condition. We'll tear that apart later. Okay, let's see if we can lift our main motherboard. Let's get these speakers off. Catch in here. There we go. And another screw there. Another two screws actually. Screw after screw after screw, see? Okay, so that's just rubbish there. Rubbish there. Okay. So we see on this side, battery here, let's get that off. Rubbish there. Yeah. Okay, so gold pin connectors for our hard drive there, gold pin connectors for our RAM, gold pin connectors for our chip, There's gold pin connectors there, I can see them. Here is a gold pin connector for the battery. Plenty of little ICs, capacitors, a couple of copper spoils there. There is going to be some gold pins here, but we're still screwed in through the other side. 4 screws. Takes 2 seconds to undo them. Right, 1 gold corner chip here. Loads of ICs here. Can we get this plate off? We are screwed in over here as well. See, I mean, screw after screw after screw. There's rust on this, so this is just junk metal. We should be able to get this off now. Come on. There we go. Right, so all the pins are in there. Junk on this side. Gold pins on the inside. No, we don't want it all. No, don't need that. I don't need that. I just need what's there. Very, very light gold flashing on that piece. And there's our gold pins in there. Okay, I believe this board is now ready for the oven. Just about. And we get more gold pin connectors from the ports and the USB slots. Okay, now all we got left is the bottom. Let's see what we got here. We got some, I believe, Ali sheet on the bottom there. Let's see if we can just rip it up. That bit's not Ali. And there we go, there's our nice big Ali sheet there. Still got a bit of bits and bobs to rip off it, some sticky. Right, now all I've got left is, again, the brass lugs in here. And then we can get on with the next one. Okay, here we have an Acer Aspire 5630. Again, the old ID hard drive slot here. So we couldn't load anything on it anyway, but we're missing the chip, the fan housing. There's already no RAM in here. We do have a micro wireless card here. More of a modern one than the old ones. I was just looking inside. Okay, this hinge here was already lifted up. Insecure hinge. Okay. There we go. Other than that, it doesn't look too bad. Looks like that maybe there's just the plastic housing off the front here. Can we lift that? We can. So that's just the wireless holding that on now. Let's get that off as well. Oh, and I can now that's in the light, I can see this big circle. That screen is damaged. I don't know if you, well, you can see that there's a big circle there and there too. So the screen's definitely damaged. Right, I'm gonna undo all the screws and remove the lid, and then we'll work from there. Okay, that's the wireless card, and the screws removed from the bottom. Let's just take off these lugs again. Gold pin connectors. Okay, let's get to the top. Okay, that's the lid removed. As you pretty much see that there. Big circle break, little circle break there. We'll come back to the lid. Right, a couple of screws did get caught on the bottom, so let's just try to pull this apart and see how well it goes. Yeah, I'm caught there where one of the screws didn't come off. That's, like I said, when them little lugs break, there's nothing you can really do about it. I have to rip it off. Ah, there we go. Right. Now, it's a good thing it's scrap, isn't it? Okay. So, can't zoom in for some strange reason. There it is, broken. Right, now, USB ports, and there is gold connector pins there. Very tiny, but can just about see them. And some button board there. Okay, let's pull that off. Again, gold pins, and there's only a couple in there, but they've got a little couple of gold pins in the back pin connector too. And the wire. Right, now I'm going to have to undo all the screws again. Okay, I've got the screws off that I can see. I can see more underneath, so let's just grab that little board first. And again, I can see here, it's just a couple of IC chips. Gold pins in the connector, so that's okay. Right, can we lift? Can we lift it? That speaker's caught the screws underneath it. I can see gold pin connectors on that side. The white one has not got gold pin connectors in, and that's the microphone. There we go. Right. Right, we've lifted. There are no more screws on this side, so let's just check the other side. Okay, the screw there. See, the battery's here. This one is soldered on. So you get this with a few laptops. If you've ever got a BIOS password, unsolder it and then resolder it on after you've tried again. Okay, so let's see. Screws. I can only see one actually, so we might as well just take that off. Good. Get that bit off and the rest is all copper. Okay, there we go. Got to get them alley fins off. Do that in a second. Okay. So we got these off. These ones off here. Get this metal plate off. Excuse me. And then this is ready for the oven once I rip off some of these sticky labels and take off that battery. So let's just rip that battery off now. There we go, there it is. No tools required. Okay. And I've got the plates on the back from the housing. To rip off as well, because they'll just get red hot in the oven. Alright, let me rip that stuff off. And we've got this over here, hang on. There is a couple of screws left. See, tiny screws, I looked, I didn't see them. They are tiny though. They're small, so small this screwdriver won't go in there. Alright, I'm going to get all the stuff off that and then we'll look on the board, on the base. Okay, we're finally loose. Let's put this up again. There we go, come off easier, this one. And as you can see, gold pins there with the gold, with the plate with the gold flashing behind it. And we'll just rip that off again. Nice. And there we go. And there's our plate. Okay. I do believe we're ready for the oven with this one. Okay. So what we got left is this plate here. This one is not Ali. I can see it here. It's degrading. I can see that. So I don't need to test it. Yes. Oh, getting on with this paint now. No, that's just ripped up. Okay, so this is the one that'll cut me probably. Just try and get it in a good position and start ripping it up. Like I said, you've got to be careful with some of this. Yep, it's very sharp already. There we go. Okay, so still got some wire here. Why have we got wire here? The speakers, I haven't taken the speakers off. Oh no. One screw. Okay, there's the speakers. Yeah, it's ripping, it's creating sharp edges. There we go. Okay. So this is just plastic. I'm not going to need anything here. Brass plugs. Rip more of this metal sheet off at the top. Then that's this bit done. Right, back to you in a sec. Okay, so we've got more plating here. Some of it, this bit looks like Ali and this bit doesn't. So it's a mix. And this is the bit where you have your mouse pad and everything. So let's just... Coming now. Caught under there. That's screwed down there, so that's why that's caught there. Metal plate I don't need. Alright, so Yeah, this bit definitely got a screw here that I couldn't undo before. Again, the lug broke, so there you go. And the other side as well. That's just a button board and a wire. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's heavy. Still have to test it with magnet, you know. Maybe 100% can. And this mouse pad is a good sign. Come on. Because we got the gold on the back. Plus this is like an IC, but it's a blob. I don't know what they call it, but it's still an IC. So yeah. See, we got the gold flashing there, so that's a good sign for that one as well. Okay, so we just got the usual. A little bit more metal. Take out these brass lugs, and I think that'll be this one done. Yeah, and we'll move on to the next one. Right, I'm gonna have a break, make some lunch for the kids. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, this is the last thing we'll be doing, the lid. We're not going to get a lot from here, of course, but we got to get these little lugs out here to see the screws. So, you know, whatever you use, screwdriver, doesn't matter. Bang, make them off. And then you got the screw underneath there. So give me 1 second. Okay, so we'll grab it from the middle, work the way round. Off in one piece. Would be ready for sale, but this is obsolete now. Okay, so we got our wire. Our hinges seem to be painted. I don't know if they're lead or not. Oh, I don't think I got that properly. There you go. So this bit of the hinge might be lead. Right, let me take out the screws. Okay, so I've taken all the screws off. As you can see, the hinge comes right off here. I don't think... Oh, that was lucky. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to manipulate that and get that off, but I would sell that whole hinge on eBay if it was more up to date. Or if it was vintage, maybe, yeah. There's our inverter board again. So just copper, I can see there, I can't see anything else. Like I say, it's only a little amount. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. There's our screen. Right. Some main ribbon cable. So we'll have the gold pins in the end here. Just manipulate that a little bit. There we go. You can see the gold pins there. We just want to get rid of this wire now. No, it's not coming off. I was hoping I could just rip it off. It's not coming that way. I'm going to have to cut it off. I've been using this today, it's not good enough. I will come back and cut that off later. Right, now. The screen is smashed. That's absolutely no good to anybody. But even though it is smashed, we still got something to get from it. You know, there's still some metal here if you wanted it, and that is Addy. If you want to rip that bit off at the bottom. But we got our gold flashing along here. Little gold dots throughout the board. So I'll need to cut that off. I ain't got a knife on me right now. You think I'd be more prepared? I know I'm doing a video. Plastic waste. This is our webcam. And this is our wireless. There we go, like that. Now there is a bit of copper tape on these. You know, you want to take it off, take it off. If you don't, don't. Let's have a look inside this webcam. There is gold flashing on this board, just a little bit. And an IC chip there. I doubt there's anything in that lens. It's a circuit board. I have to take it apart further to see. Oh no, I don't. Let it come off. Yeah, it's just absolutely nothing. So now we know. We got the board. We got an IC chip. And a couple of gold flashing little bits of dots throughout there. So not a lot, but it's got to be done. Okay, so I am now going to rip the brass lugs out of these, get rid of my waste and rubbish, and I will see you in the next video, which will hopefully be Wednesday. Thank you for joining me and watching to the end if you did. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.